Hey everyone, and welcome back. Are you thinking about selling your home in the next year, 2 years? Are you thinking about selling more like 3 to 5 years, or perhaps closer to 10 years? Well, in this video, we're going to be talking about renovation updates that you absolutely need to be thinking about if you're thinking about selling at least 5 years from now. Okay, now some of these will not apply to you if you're thinking about selling soon, because essentially you are just throwing your money into someone else's project. Okay, now if you stick around until the very end of the video, I will point you in the direction of projects that I think that you should definitely stay away from. Okay, now the very first place I want to talk about is, of course, the kitchen. If you've been living in your home for 20, perhaps 25 years, and you know you have an outdated kitchen, it may be time now, 10 years before you're ready to sell your home, to redo your kitchen, right? If you do it now, you have time to enjoy your brand new kitchen, your upgrades, the way that you want it. Okay, now 10 years from now, eventually, when it becomes time to sell, people are gonna walk through your kitchen that's not 30 or 35 years old. Now it's a nice looking kitchen, it's a modern kitchen, you didn't do anything crazy, everything is very practical, it works, right? And people are gonna see the value, the care that you put into something that you love. So definitely start in the kitchen. Think of ways to properly invest your money. We're not tearing down the whole thing and starting from scratch, okay? But we're definitely upgrading it so that you love it. And when it comes time to sell, it will become a strong point in your home. Okay, now the next place that you want to upgrade lightly are the bathrooms. So let's say your bathrooms are 20, maybe 25 years old. If you have people walking through your home in 5 to 10 years when you're trying to sell, and they're looking at bathrooms that are perhaps 30, 35 years old, that may turn them in the other direction, right? So we don't need to break the bank, okay? Perhaps we put in some new fixtures, perhaps new floors, mirrors, okay, but something that you like for the next 5, 6, however many years you have left in your home. And then when it's time to sell, new buyers are gonna be walking through your bathrooms thinking, oh, these were really done in a lovely way. Now, if you want to clown on me for wearing a Chelsea jersey, please go right ahead. I have no shame. They're terrible. Okay, now the next item you want to think about is the front door coupled with your garage door. Now, only if you're selling in probably more than 5 years, because these items are a little bit on the pricey side, think about this combination and how you want potential home buyers to be feeling as they come up on your property. All right, a very well designed front door, something that looks really, really good, along with a garage door, can really do wonders for a property. If you're looking to sell relatively soon, you might just kind of clean up, perhaps repaint or touch up what you already have instead of going for new doors. They are a little bit pricey. Okay, next up on the list, we want to talk about your roof. Does your roof need repairs, or does it need to be replaced altogether? You know that home inspection is eventually going to happen when you are selling your home, so might as well get out in front of it and make sure that you have a strong, solid roof on top of your home. Now, depending how old your roof is, if it's more than 10 years old, some insurance companies will want to stay away from that. But if you have a roofing company come out and check it out and see the condition of your roof, perhaps make some fixes, some upgrades, that will definitely help your home sell when the time comes. You're probably not going to be making any kind of return on your roof, but if you know that you have a solid roof and it's going to fly through that inspection, your home will definitely, once it's listed, be sold a lot faster with a quality roof. Okay, now the next item to talk about is sensible landscaping for your property. You don't want to dump a bunch of money into a brand new landscaping that you're probably not going to see a return on. All right, how much time do you like spending outdoors maintaining your yard? Are you hiring somebody to maintain your yard? How much is that going to be costing you per month? Okay, so don't go crazy. Choose something that is practical, of course, looks nice, and will feel very welcoming for potential home buyers when it's time to sell. Okay, now next up on the list are your home's windows. Now, windows are rather expensive, so if you count all your windows and do the multiplication on how much each one costs, that's gonna look rather scary. Okay, so if you're looking to sell 8-10 years from now, if you just think about it in chunks, let's say, okay, we're gonna do the back windows this year, and in 2 or 3 more years, we'll do the front windows, and 2 years after that, we'll do the upstairs windows, or whatever it may be. All right, if you're looking to sell in the next year or two, just leave the windows alone. It's not worth it. You will not get your money back. But if you have time, think of a general plan of how you're going to replace the windows with energy efficient windows so that your buyers know exactly what they're getting. Okay, now a bonus item on the list, and this is really only for those that are a little bit adventurous and want a big project in the backyard. Perhaps you have physical space and mental space in your life to think about a little casita, or perhaps an ADU. Maybe you're converting a detached garage into a little casita. You know, I've started to spot more and more of these around town. You have to think about, okay, do I want to be renting this room out to friends or family, or is it more of a short-term thing as far as Airbnb or whatever it may be? Okay, but you're definitely gonna need to plan things out, and as far as getting permits and going through the city and all stuff like that. But it could be a wise investment. I would think that you would need to be thinking pretty long term with something like this, at least, 3, 4, maybe 5 years down the road in terms of actually seeing a pretty good return on perhaps a little casita in your backyard. All right, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button, please, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you want to know what not to work on your home, then click this video right here.